Welcome back to the Daily Dean. It's Dean, as you may have seen, and we're going to talk about one part in my textbook from last semester that always stood out to me in psychology. Basically, it's talking about the development of a child from toddler to adolescence to adulthood, etc. And it was I'll just summarize it. I'll paraphrase it. You may have had a stuffed animal, right? And that's basically the big overarching thingy, right? You may have had a stuffed animal, and you may have carried them around, right? For me, I'll have mine. I have mine right here. I have my stuffed lion and my stuffed Minecraft pig, and you may have carried them around as a source of comfort, maybe to indicate your ability to do so. But there's something that happens as you develop, right? You may no longer carry around your stuffed animal, you may no longer sleep with them, but maybe they transition to having a place of honor in your shelf, on your bed, on your desk, etc. Right? Oh, forgot to mention Beans. Beans is a little new here. He's also a good fella. And you may transition between all of these stages, but you're still the same person. And when you consider somebody who appears to be on a higher pedestal than you, for example, Albert Einstein, that's what it says on the side, we consider Einstein's great intellectual abilities to be far superhuman, right? He pieced together all this math, all these, I don't like physics and math again and stuff. And we consider him to be this idol. But we forget that people like Einstein and athletes like LeBron James and figures like um, somebody else who's influential and idolized as people who are superhuman. But people who appear to be superhuman are no less human than you or I, right? Einstein was both a husband and a father, and he went through all these stages of development that all of us have went through. So when you consider how somebody may be different from you, remember, we all have this little common goal, right? For many of us, it may be a little stuffed animal whose position changes from being slept with to being on a shelf. And while that may be like a sign to be sad or maybe solemn about, or melancholy or reflective about, the big thing is that this is actually a side note. You've experienced those memories. Those memories live on with you because those, as long as you've grown up, you've grown past it. But there's something greater that's been left behind. That's far more than just the experience itself of still sleeping with stuffed animals. Which, if you still do, that's pretty cool. That's still pretty valid. But basically, what I'm trying to get to: people who appear to be larger are no less human or superhuman than you. People may have natural talents, skills, or predispositions, but we forget that people in power, people like insert controversial political figure who needs no name, you're probably thinking of already, they're only human. They're only as flesh and blood as you or I. So consider that when you're facing adversity from authority. People have power because we perceive them to have that kind of thing. And maybe they do have actual influence over your well-being. That's the case in a lot of times as well. But when you have celebrities who you'll probably never meet, like just actors, athletes, all these other things, remember, they're human as well. So keep that in mind. And thank you.